When my dad was 18 years old, he joined the United States Air Force. The main reason why he joined the Air Force was because he wanted to escape his unfavorable position in life. At the time, he was living in New Orleans. That's where he was born and raised. And anyone who's from New Orleans or has been to New Orleans for any extended period of time knows that it's not a place that is favorable for anybody who has big dreams in life. Simply put, it's just not the place to be. But he didn't really see a path out of New Orleans or a path into the positions that he would like to occupy in life. So he did the only thing that he believed that he could do at the time. He signed up for the Air Force, and a few weeks later, he was in another country. This country was the Philippines. Now, he knew little to nothing about the Philippines whatsoever. As a matter of fact, the way that he recounts the story to me is that he believed that the Philippines would be all jungle. Okay, if you grew up in the US, then it's not really an incomprehensible idea that maybe some of those countries that you've never heard of have little to no civilization or advanced life, even though we know this is not true now because of the internet. If you grew up in the US and you only learned what you've learned about other places from the school system, that's all you know. So, bearing that in mind, he landed in the Philippines and he realized that it was way better than he expected it to be. And as a matter of fact, he carved out a pretty nice life for himself over there. He was making money, he enrolled in college, he was able to stack up his bread while advancing toward that position that he wanted to be in life. And on October 15th, 1988, he met a woman. I don't really know the full story, but basically he met a woman through friends of friends, something of that nature, and 6 months later, that woman became his wife. 30 plus years later, those two are still together. My dad and my mom are still married to this day, and they have had 2 children, one of which you're watching right now. And interestingly enough, I've followed in my father's footsteps, in that I myself am also dating an international woman from a country that I knew little to nothing about before I met her. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm saying this to say that my dad was one of the original passport bros. Okay, even though he didn't know it at the time, and he probably doesn't even know what passport bros even means, he was one of the original passport bros. And whether I admit it or not, I'm a passport bro myself, because I had to use my passport in order to be in this relationship, at least in person, that I'm currently in. Otherwise, we would have been long distance forever. I'm a passport bro, he was a passport bro, and by the end of this video, you will be a passport bro as well, if you're not already. Now, before you go and get your passport and book that flight to that place that you were thinking about when this video started, you need to understand something. If you're not taking good care of yourself, it doesn't matter where you go. You can go to Europe, Africa, Asia, South America, it doesn't matter. Antarctica, Mars, you will not have success with women. If you're not taking good care of yourself, you're not going to have success with women. Now, it's also worth noting that self-care presents itself in different ways for different people, especially across different cultures. But there is one thing that is universally renowned as attractive across any culture, any place on earth, and that's healthy skin. When you're taking good care of your skin, you will be attractive, plain and simple, no matter where you go. And that's why I want to introduce you to Tiege Hanley, the sponsor of today's video. Tiege Hanley helps men start and maintain a skincare routine by simplifying the entire process. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend that you start with their level 1 skincare system, which comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about Tiege Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much of each product to use, and in what order to use each product. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't just have to take my word for it, because they have over 7,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from all around the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your own box, exclusive monthly deals, the ability to pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers, which is you, an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description or the pinned comment of this video and get 30% off your first box and a free gift. Okay, seriously, that is an absolutely amazing deal. Just click the link down below and get started today. That being said, okay, self-care is very important because it helps you establish confidence in yourself and it helps you look better. But another great way to establish confidence is to travel. When I was 18 years old, I took a trip to New York by myself. It was the first time I ever left, I think, Denton County in the Dallas area by myself. And I went to New York. Okay, probably one of the most difficult places to navigate in the whole entire world. And I was intimidated, to say the least, but I was able to prevail, and it gave me a lot of confidence. And that confidence is what allowed me to take other leaps of faith, such as moving to the Netherlands, a place that I have literally never been to before this past month, okay, before 2024. I never came to this country, and now I effectively live here, pending my visa approval. Traveling will give you confidence that I don't think you can really get from anywhere else. And what I mean by that is there are different types of confidence. There is the instantly accessible confidence, the confidence that you get from skincare, from getting a haircut, getting new shoes, new clothes, etc. That's confidence that you can access right here, right now. But there's another type of confidence, and that confidence is the confidence of overcoming adversity or having overcome adversity in the past. You see, when you travel, you're going to be faced with adversity. If nothing else, you'll be faced with the adversity of having to adapt to an entirely new culture. That in and of itself is adversity. And once you overcome it, because you will overcome it, once you overcome it, you'll be a much more confident and well-rounded person. You'll broaden your horizons in a way that allows you to better understand people, i.e., women. And in that process, you will become more confident, you'll become subconsciously more assertive, and this will generally be attractive to most women across most cultures. However, one of the major pulls of the Passport Bros movement and of traveling internationally to date is understanding that not all cultures are the same. You see, while there are some universally attractive things that you can do before you embark on your quest to find love, it's also important to do some introspection and learn more about yourself so that you understand where you fit in best. You see, like I said, the major pull of Passport Bros and of traveling to find love is that different cultures are different. In knowing that, you can take self-inventory and figure out who you are and what fits best with you. Not necessarily what you want, but what fits best with you. So for example, if you find that you are more of a traditional man, you need a traditional woman. And on that same token, if you're somebody like me who is assertive but also wants more of an equal, wants a teammate rather than a cheerleader, then you would be best served going to one of these places, a place like the Netherlands, where the people here, including the women, are very, very progressive. And as a matter of fact, in a place like the Netherlands, it might be unattractive for you as a man to always take charge and always take the lead, because the women here, they see themselves as equal. And personally, I agree. But if you don't, then you shouldn't come here. Okay, you should go somewhere else. It's important to understand that you don't need to change yourself. You need to change your location. You need to change your environment. Now, don't get me wrong. You do need to improve yourself. To my point earlier about self-care, you need to improve upon the way that you take care of yourself and your general sense of confidence in life. And that's universally applicable and universally attractive. But you don't need to change yourself. You don't need to change the essence of who you are. Like I said, I personally wanted a teammate, not a cheerleader. If you want a cheerleader, not a teammate, you need to take that into account when you decide where you're going to go, and you need to do research accordingly. Maybe a place like Southeast Asia or South America or Africa might be more suited to your needs, because these are places where you will more likely find that sort of dynamic between men and women. You find more traditional gender roles, whereas in a place like the US or a place like the Netherlands, you're going to find much more interchangeable gender roles, simply because men and women have more equal opportunity. They have more equal footing than they do in these other places. You don't need to change who you are to find love. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. You don't need to become this quote unquote alpha male. It still makes me cringe on the inside to say that word, but you don't need to become some alpha male who approaches every woman that you see and owns a Lamborghini and a private jet. You don't need all of these material items. What you need is to get on a jet and fly somewhere else where the women will appreciate you exactly as you are, while also taking into account that you're still going to be improving yourself as you go along that journey.